Hey, hi everyone. Nice to see you. All right then. Hello Alie, how you doing? I'm all right, Dave. Looking forward to today. So am I. Looking forward to today a lot. This wig thing, Dave's getting out of hand. He's getting out. You look fab in that wig. I feel ridiculous. You got your learning glasses on though. I'm ready to learn, Dave. What are we doing? Well, we're actually going to be looking at the idea of place value today, really understanding what we mean when we're talking about numbers in the thousands and the hundreds. Deep understanding, Dave. Yeah, really getting a really good grip of it. So, should we get going then? Yeah, all right then. Oh, you ready for your rhyme? Yeah, I'm ready. Go on then. What's the story? What does it look like? What do I need to know? What can we read and what's the challenge? Whoa, go with the flow. What? Go with the flow, Dave. Go with the flow. Well, I suppose we are going with the flow a little bit when we do these shows, but it's wait before you go, because what we're going to do, we're going to give you a challenge. We're going to give you a challenge later on, and then wait before you go is basically an idea that you have a go at the challenge, pause the video, and then wait before you go, we'll explain there what our thinking is. Oh, I'm loving it, Dave. I'm loving it. So should we get going again? Here's the first part.
Part 1. What's the story?
1,587. Yeah. What do you mean, yeah? It's the number of my caravan, Dave. Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, well, tell us about your home then. On my planet, Dave, on Eric. On Eric, yeah, what happens? We have very, very long avenues. Do you? Right. Winding between the trees. So long avenues winding between the trees and all the caravans in a line. Oh, I see. And that happens to be the number of your caravan. 1,586 caravans before ours. And then with the next one. Oh, I see. So there's 1,587 individual caravans all in a row. Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, well, that's great. That's on your planet. Well, I'm thinking of a different type of story. I'm thinking I've got a number fun character called Partitioning, and Partitioning just loves partitioning numbers. And he puts his logs into crates of 1,000. No, a container of 1,000. They're containers of 1,000 logs. I'm pretending. And he's also got crates of 100. So these are like the base 10 materials. I'm pretending here. So they've got 5 crates of 100. He's got 8 stacks of 10, because these are like 10s pieces, so stacks of 10, and he's got 7 loose logs. So he's got 1,587 logs in one container of 1,000, then 587 in crates of 100, big stacks 10, and loose logs. Oh, that's interesting. You are just a different way of thinking about it. So here's the second challenge.
Part 2. What does it look like?
Well, what does it look like? So if I said to you, looking at this number here, how many 10s are there? What would you say? 8. Oh, I suppose, yeah. You might do, because you're thinking, actually, I can see those 8 10 pieces there. So thinking, what is there in 1,587? Exactly 8 10s, because another way of seeing 10s are like using these pieces, so the children recognise this. Maybe this is a number shape. So have a little look at this video, because I'm trying to explain a little bit more deeply how many 10s there are in 1,587. Right, I've got a number here, 1,587, and I'm wondering how many 10s there are in this number. And we might be tempted to say 8 straight away, because that's in the 10s column. But let's do a bit of investigating. Take a look at this image on the floor. What do you notice? What can you see? So I might see double 50, because these are worth 10. They have 10 holes in each one of them. So I've got double 50. I might see 20, add 20, add 20, add 20, add 20. I might see just one board of 100 holes. In fact, we might think of it a bit like this. I can see one board, and that board is of 100. So I've got 100. That's my board. Each piece of plastic has got 10 holes in, so that's a 10. So how many of those am I seeing? Well, I'm seeing 10 10s. So they're my bits of plastic. And I've got 100 of these little holes that I can stick my finger through. There, so I've got 100 of those, and they're holes. So this picture is telling me I have 100, I have 10 10s, and 100 ones, 100 holes. Let's expand the picture. What can you see now? Maybe you're thinking I can see 2 lots of 500. That'll be fine. Maybe you're thinking I can see 800 at 200. There's lots of calculations I can do. But I'm thinking this. What does this image tell me? Well, I've got one image now of 1,000. That's my picture, that's my image that's in front of me. I can see 10 of something. I can see 10 hundreds. They're my boards. I can see 100 of these blue pieces of plastic. So I can see 100 tens, they're the plastic. And I can see 1,000 of these little holes. So they're the holes. Interesting, isn't it? Let's expand the picture even further. What can you see now? We've just talked about this being 1,000. This is 500s, so we've got 1,587, which is what we had on this board to start with. And my first question was this: how many tens are there in 1,587? Well, that's what a 10 looks like. How many can you see? There's loads. There's loads of them. In fact, what you can see is 158 tens. You could reason you can see 1,500s. There we are, there's 10 of them there and 5 of them there. 1,500s and 87 ones. I've actually got 1,587 ones. They're my little holes. This is developing a deep sense of number. We're understanding 1,587 in a deep way.
Part 3. What do I need to know?
Well, the thing is, Alie, you just need to know what 1,587 and other numbers like it really mean. Have a deep understanding of it. There were loads of tens, Dave. 158 tens in 1,587. And do you know why that's important? No. Well, let me just give you a reason, one of the options why. If I'm doing, say, oh, I got it. Right, a subtraction calculation like this one, 1,587 subtract 739, I want to be really flexible with my understanding of 1,587. In fact, what I'm going to need to do is to recognise that 87 is 7 tens and 17 ones. I need that because 17 subtract 9 is 8. 7 tens subtract 3 tens is 4 tens. And over here I need to know that 1,500 is actually 1,500s, because I need 1,500 subtract the 700s to give me the 800s in the calculation. So I'm working flexibly up here with my understanding of a number, because I can work. I understand basically that 10 of these make one of those, and one of those is 10 of those. And that's our base 10 system. I've got it, Dave. So we just need to have that level of understanding. So the good thing is I've got a song that can help us. So this song is called 1,000. It's a bit of a rocker. I like rockers, Dave. Lots of pictures of 1,000 there, Dave. Oh, indeed. Here we go.
1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 4,265, 4,265 ones. 426 tens, 5 ones. 4,265 ones. 3,000 489, 3489 ones, 348 tens, 9 ones, 3489 ones. 1000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 1000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 2,536, 2,500s, 36 ones. 253 tens, 6 ones. 2,536 ones. 5,824, 5,800s, 24 ones. 582 tens, 4 ones. 5,824 ones.
She's really clever, Dave. Hey!
1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 6,023, 60 hundreds, 23 ones. 602 tens, 3 ones. 6,023 ones.
I'm really liking this, Dave.
9,008, 90 hundreds, 8 ones. 900 tens, 8 ones. 9,008 ones.
Hey, you've got it, Alie.
1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones. 1,000 is 10 hundreds, 100 tens and 1,000 ones.
That's really helpful, Dave. Hey, so therefore, when I look at 1,000 here, what am I thinking? 10 hundreds. Hey, well done. 100 tens. Hey, brilliant. 1,000 ones. Oh, they're all in the same picture. Absolutely, that's exactly what we're saying. This is 10 hundreds, 100 tens, and 1,000 ones is what 1,000 is. So it's time for this, Alie.
Part 4. What can we reason?
What can we reason? So I'm going to show you some pictures to reason with. This is from the song 100, because I've got a version of the one we've just listened to about hundreds. So there I've got 824. 4 options, Dave. There are 4 options. I can see 800s, 2 tens and 4 ones, or 800s and 24 ones, or I could see it as 82 tens, because they're the yellow ones, the 10 pieces, and 4 ones, or I can make it just using loads of little ones at 824 of them, like the caravans. That's right, like the caravans down your avenue. That's it, Dave. Right. So how about this one? In the song we've just done, we had 4,265, and we reasoned it was 4,206 tens and 5 ones. But the second row down, it was 4,265 ones. It could be seen as 426 tens, 5 ones, or 4,265 ones. But the thing is, I reckon there's more than just those 4 ways of showing that number. Oh, is it? Is it more? There's more. Well, just check this out. So if I rearrange it like that, I reckon there's at least 4 different ways with just keeping the thousands as they are, a bit like we had with the 800 number a minute ago. So we've got 4,200s and then 6 tens and 5 ones, 4,200s or 65 ones, 4,026 tens and 5 ones, or 4,000 and then 265 ones. Is there more, Dave? There is, amazingly. So here's another 4 options. 42 hundreds, 6 tens and 5 ones. Well done. Can you read the second one down? 42 hundreds and 65 ones. Brilliant. Third one down. 426 tens, Dave. Yeah. And 5 ones. Brilliant. And the bottom one. 4,265 ones. Hey, you've got it. Isn't that interesting? So there were 8 options for that one at the moment, or at least 8 options. Is there more? Well, in fact, I'm going to challenge you to check that out in a minute. I'm going to give you a different number. How many different ways can you find it? I'm loving that. So,
Part 5. What's the challenge?
so here's our challenge for you based on all this understanding, deep understanding of 3-digit and 4-digit numbers. I'm going to challenge you to do this. Can you find all the possibilities, all the different ways of expressing 536 and 3,253 using thousands, hundreds, tens and ones? So how many different ways are there for both of those numbers? Isn't that cool, Alie? Oh, I think that's going to be fun, Dave. I think it's going to be really good fun. So we'd love to hear from you. This is our email address up there, or there's the link to some notes that go alongside this particular nugget. I've also got, on the Number Fun portal, you'll find the song 1000. There it is. There are some parent notes to go with it. In fact, these are the parent notes. It's loads of ideas to help parents and you as children to understand what's going on. And I've got a great game here. 4-digit blockbusters. Yeah, it's all about the 4-digit numbers and working with place value. And there's even a version here where you can just create your own version online. Just put some numbers in and print out your own version. So I'm loving that. So do check that out, please, because you'll have some great games in exploring the place value there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that reasoning screen back up in a moment. Here we are. and we'll go away for a minute to let you have a bit of a think about it. If you've got some base 10 equipment, I encourage you to have a play with it. Otherwise, just jot down what you think the possibilities are, because here's the challenge. Find all the possibilities. That's right. Find all the possibilities. 536 and 3,253. There's lots, Dave. Well, there are. I wonder how many there are. I don't know. We better shut up. I think we better let them get on with the work. Okie dokie. Shh. I've stopped talking now, Dave. I've shut up. I'm not talking anymore.
Part 6. Wait before you go.
Wait before you go. Wait before you go. Because, I don't know, how did you get on? It's time for us to tell you what we thought, what we came up with. What you did, Dave. Yeah, what I did while you were having a snooze. Well, I'm tired, Dave. Well, I did the work. He didn't do any. Shh. So here's what we came up with. I don't know what you came up with, but this is what we thought. So if you look at the right of the screen at the moment, there's our 536. I reckon there's 4 ways of expressing 536. We've got 500s, 3 tens and 6 ones. Second line down, Alie, can you read it? 500s and 36 ones. Third line, 53 tens and 6 ones. And the bottom line, 536 ones, Dave. Brilliant. So that's the 4 ways of doing 536. What about 3,253? Looks like you've got 8 options, Dave. Well, I have. I've tried to be systematic in my thinking. 3,253 is definitely 3,000s, 200s, 5 tens and 3 ones, or 3,253 ones, or 3,025 tens and 3 ones, 3,253 ones. It's 32 hundreds, 5 tens and 3 ones, 32 hundreds and 53 ones. It is. It's 325 tens and 3 ones, 3,253 ones, like my caravans. Like your caravans. They're back there. So that's where we got to. So hopefully that's helped you build up a deep understanding. So next time you see a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number, just understand it's packed with understanding. What about this one? It's 1,000. It's got 10 hundreds, Dave. 100 tens and 1,000 ones. It has indeed. So there we are. Hopefully see you soon on another nugget. Bless you. Have a good day. Bye. Bye. Gosh, Dave, that was pretty cool. I'm loving it. I love it when we just understand things in a deep way. So do I, Dave. Like, why are you making me wear this ridiculous wig? I just think it's funny.